All right, welcome back, and we're doing another part to our leveling series here. And someone had a tip that this spot once again was. Let's make sure we've got this clipped, by the way. That once again this spot was doing all right. Specifically like Tench and then like Crucian Gibble stuff. So what we've got is we've got night crawlers and then maggots and then Semolina, and we're gonna just kind of see how everything seems to be working and adjust from there. In my experience recently, it feels like the night crawlers have just been kind of slow here, but we've got maggots and Semolina. Hopefully that will give us some enough action that it won't be too slow. So let's see how this goes, and I do want to give credit to Merca Veteran, who thanks for the tip on this spot. Has at least been doing well for them, so we'll see how it seems for us. And if anybody's interested, I am gonna, I think, try to start a free-to-play leveling series for Fishing Planet tonight. I uploaded my first Fishing Planet video in quite a while earlier, but that was more of a high-level XP money farm spot for sturgeon. So I think it'll be fun to go back and do a few episodes of just like leveling in Fishing Planet. Sometimes Fishing Planet gets on my nerves after a while, so I can't guarantee that I'm going to stay with it, but I'm going to try to do the approach of really trying to focus as much as possible on bottom or feeder fishing and Fishing Planet, because that's a newer type of fishing. They added to that game. They've added more and more European type maps. So I want to give that a try. So if that's interesting to you, or if you've thought about leveling in Fishing Planet and want to do that with me, I'm going to try to start that series as well. And then as long as my interest holds, what I'll try to do is just kind of go back and forth between the two series that I'm doing. So we'll see how that goes. All right. So the maggots are getting the first bite. I kind of want to move them over here and then just go straight. I know that the eel spot's that way, but I think for like the trophy, everything else is more like right in front here. Let's see what we've got here. All right, this is on maggots. And that looks like a gibble. And now that it's 5 a.m., it just kind of feels like things are picking up a little bit, right? Maybe less and less likely to see an eel on the night crawlers, but more and more likely to actually catch some fish on everything else here. Night crawlers as well. Well, a little bit of everything here. Bream off of maggots. 0662. So we may need to go try that. The tough part is, let's find out where that is first of all.
Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
I've never used the notes on that before. That was pretty cool. Yeah, see, the problem with that spot is, like, apparently a lot of trophy tench are coming out over there, but they're using 2 baits that you have to be pretty high level crafting wise to make. So it might be worth trying. Um, yeah, let's go try it. So we'll try night crawlers, maggots, and I'm just not sure that tench are biting on cheese at all right now. Maybe just 2 with maggots. Alright, 662. Did they ever say what clip they're using? Nope. Let me look at the spot and then I may know just from looking at it, but should be right around the corner here. Oh, I don't know. I mean, you kind of expect... Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, we'll do 7 here. I think that's in the water. And 7 here. I don't think that quite made it. And 8 on this one. So maggots are getting hits immediately. No guarantee that it's tench, but... Oh. But it probably is. Alright, we gotta take it easy. I pulled that first one right out of the fish's mouth. Yeah, so the question is, okay, on honey dough. Alright, so there's potential of grass carp on honey dough. Alright, so that is a tench. So they seem to still be biting in the rain. And then, of course, the next question is, how active is this spot throughout the day? It's still going to be those same baits for weekly. Yeah, people are just... Now, of course, if grass carp are going on honey dough, you could always go just with the cottage cheese dough, which seems to also be working really well. Yeah. Same person. Has 3 of them. Alright, night crawlers is finally getting some activity. So we're getting a lot of nibbles so far, but not many bites yet. Oh, shoot. I got to remember to do that. Well... We're getting an awful lot of off catch here. Nice roach, but not tench. And the night crawlers aren't doing anything. Might be worth trying that small blackcurrant boilie if the tench are really active in this spot. That might be a substitute for not having honey dough or cottage cheese dough unlocked yet. We've caught 2 tench. I mean, it's debatable. That first fish, which was like right here between the 7 and 14 minute, that could have been a marker tench. It popped right off, but let's see. Can I find those? Let's see, what was it? Let's see if we can find the info real quick and then go check it out. See if it's in stock. Because we could try it. Yeah. Alright, blackcurrant 14 and yellow corn. Blackcurrant 14 and yellow corn. But that, yeah, I'm not sure. Can we do the artificial corn on a classic? I can't remember. We'll have to look. Let's see what this is. We'll also need a carp hook. Like the smallest carp hook we can get. We're catching some nice little roach here. If nothing else. As long as we're still catching fish, right? Alright, I think I want to take this with us. So we're going to set it up. So we want to do classic hair rig. And then can we do... pellets? That's not artificial corn though, right? So we'll probably just do sinking boilie. I don't know, let's go check it out. Whoa. Oh, is that a tench? There we go. I think it's going to be faster just to relog. We're kind of at an awkward place to run back and forth. We'll see what this fish is and then let's relog. And then we'll run back out here. Oh shoot, I did not mean to pick it up. Well, I got lucky. Another nice roach. Okay. So if you hold shift down when you sign out, you won't exit the game completely. You'll just go back to login. Alright, let's just try this real quick. I'm just curious if this will work. Yeah. So we know the maggots are working. It's possible the night crawlers will work some, but it's obviously a very slow bite. We haven't seen a single tench on the night crawlers yet. All right. First of all, I want to look at the cafe really fast. Light bream. So we might get there on the roach. We just need 3 more. Okay, so first of all, we're looking at sinking boilies. And let's go alphabetical. All right, there's black currant. 14. And then pellets. I don't think there's really anything that we could put with it pellet-wise. So the question is then, do we need a dip? I don't remember. Oh, there is blackcurrant dip, but it's out of stock. Shoot. And I won't be able to find this out now, but I wonder if it's in stock anywhere else. Man, that stinks. That's going to hurt us considerably. Okay, let's just try it though. Even though it'll hurt, it might not completely kill it. Oh, I got to get a lead core. We don't need a feeder. Oh, feeder leader's required. Can we just put an oversized feeder leader on there and get away with it? And then we need a carp hook. So we need a lead core. Golly. We could do that. Silt, weeds, sand. Alright, there's 11.3 sand. I guess we might as well just do this, though. It's just more expensive. That stinks. Alright, and then we need a carp hook. Cheapest carp hook. 10 size. Or 8. Let's do an 8. Okay. Alright, this setup is all kinds of weird now. And we just want the sinking boilie. If it works at all, then we would assume that with the dip it would be even better. That would be the assumption. Alright, let's go try this. Let's go try this. Okay. Getting fancy. We are getting fancy. So, if this works at all, then the goal would be to pair this spot with the bream spot, which we may not do this episode because I've got some setup to do to start that Fishing Planet leveling series. But next episode, that might be what we do. If later on tonight or tomorrow, if this spot still seems good, we'll do tench during the day. I mean, we are so close to that bream spot, like we could spit to it. So really a nice combination here. And in the meantime, I'll travel around and see if I can't find that that blackcurrant dip. Because what that person caught that weekly on was a pop-up boilie. And so which means they're using classic pop-up rig. We won't get that till 60%. So we're a long way away from being able to do that with the artificial corn. Oh, hey, there's a bite on the... Nice bite on the boilie. Let's hope that's not a carp. We're hoping with the small size hook and the small size boilie that we will primarily catch tench on there. Look at that thing bouncing all around. Whoa. It's a roach. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on. Swimming right towards us. Oh, that's scary. That's scary and not what we want. Yeah. Not what we want at all. We pulled that thing out of the water before it could do anything. Look at this. That was such a big trophy bream, it's taken over our whole page. So Jankix wanted us to check the other region Cory Char weekly. That is a really nice Cory Char Gratz. That's huge. So if you do want to throw ground bait into a spot like this, then if you look at the ground bait itself, it will tell you how long it is good for. So 13 hours. So just throw like 2 or 3 into the spot you're wanting to bait. And, you know, just about once every 12 hours or so, you can re-throw some in if you're wanting to do that. It should help with bite rate a little bit, especially on something like that where we obviously can't use PBA. We don't have dip on there. So on that carp rig, we're just trying to do something since all we could do is put a boilie on there. So used to, we could put ground bait, which you still can. I mean, you can use method feeders, right? But It just works a little different now. We don't have method unlocked yet. It is nice that we're catching the roach, the gibble and crucians in this spot because, again, even in a good tench spot, they're really streaky. So you'll go 2 or 3 hours in game and they won't be biting, and then all of a sudden they'll be hitting again. Probably you want to fish for tench till about, 20:00, and then start moving down towards your bream spot. Maybe 21. Just see how active they are. There's a nice tench from Random Swarmy. I bet he's in this same spot. Alright, about to get another grass carp. I guess we could try like the smaller sized blackcurrant boilie. There's an 8 in that same brand, and then I think the other brand actually has a 12, which is sort of in between. That looks tench-ish. Alright, let's see what this is. Come on, don't be a grass carp. I think that's actually a little gibble. Yeah, and this is the blackcurrant 14, so I'm like, maybe the 12 size boilie would work and maybe catch less carp. I don't know. So really, if you're going to divide up your time between this and bream, you'd really only need to throw ground bait probably once a day. But just watching the tench come in on chat, I'd say if you have honey dough and cottage cheese dough, that's the way to go. Seems to be working a lot better than the lower level baits. Still lots of new folks in the in-game chat, which is always nice to see. Welcome, Fossil Teeth. That's a tench, right? Yeah. That's what we're going for. Which, by the way, would not be a bad thing for us. Instead of using that boilie, just go maggots all 3. I'm just not sure we're going to see like trophy size. A lot of people are catching trophies here. I'm not sure those are likely to come in on maggots, but you never know. And we'll watch in chat to see how late people are still catching tench. Is that enough for the roach order now? I think we might need one more over 300. I can't remember what the parameters were exactly, but it might have been 7 over 300. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Can't tell. Let's see. Thought there was some movement, but everything was so stationary. Alright, well that did it for the roaches. It's almost time. If you're going to switch to bream, switch to bream. When's the last tench that actually came in here? It's been a while. The last one was ours, at least it showed up in chat. And, well, then we caught another small one, so 2 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago. If it's still light in the sky, I feel like tench can still bite. I mean, sometimes they'll even bite into the overnight time, but not for long. Not for long, typically. This is not a bad roach farm spot. Imagine if we were using pearl barley or peas or... bark beetle larva. Alright, so this is the time, and we'll kind of watch to see if anybody else hits a late tench. And I'm not going to fish bream for long because I'm going to go work on something else for a little bit, but let's at least try the bream briefly. Just for like an hour or two in game. Both of these are getting bites. So annoying. That'd be a good idea for us to travel to Mosquito anyway and get some garlic. We're going to have to make more garlic dough before long. Alright, so this is how close we are to the bream spot at that spot. It's kind of crazy. And then we want 18. Let's see what the first couple bream look like. And this is a nice time to switch to bream if you're at a decent fishing spot like that one is, because you're bouncing like right into the hot bream time, where you can catch really nice bream just from the start. So let's see how we do here for a couple minutes. You know, I don't know what it is about this setup, or maybe it's the fluorocarbon line, to be honest. But this rig is so bouncy. I'd be curious to try it. I should throw some mono line on and just see if that's what it is. The fluorocarbon line is a little more brittle. I mean, it's a little less like... the mono line, I think, is a little stronger. The braided line has a little more give to it, you know. So to have that invisible fluorocarbon line, it seems like you do give up a little bit of something, a little oomph with the line. But I don't know if that's what's making it shake, rattle, and roll there on the bigger fish. But that first rig will just bounce a little bit. But yeah, this is a pretty fun day-night setup here. I'm going to try to get this in a couple times in the next day or two. Tench to Bream, especially when it's this close together on the map. Yeah, and I do have one available point. I haven't fully decided if I want to commit to Paternoster ×3. We probably do, but oh, by the way, guys, this little 6.5 hole is really nice for rough. If you just use like a tiny hook and worms, if you ever have a rough order here at Old Burg, I did that the other night right after I finished a video and got just rough after rough after rough. So at least right now, that little 6.5 hole, there's a little dock here. And so I didn't even go out on the dock. I stayed on the land before the dock and just did an 18-meter clip right into that hole. Rough were killing it there. No trophies or anything, but they were almost all either... most of them were markers. I might have gotten a few like 30-gram little tiny ones, but according to the order you have, it might be fine to have a few small ones mixed in. But it's a pretty good little rough spot. I didn't really know where to go for rough at Old Burg. I had never haven't targeted them a lot here. I was thinking down south at camp because of the white bream spot down there, but I just ran out and tried that, and that was pretty good for rough. All right. Holy cow. Relicade just got a 6-kilo bream out of Corey. That's pretty amazing. Everybody's catching bream. Everybody's making money. Oh, there's a nice white. All right, one more fish, and then we're gonna wrap this one up. But I will try to get back even maybe later tonight, if not tonight, tomorrow, and do this cycle again. It seems really good. I'm glad this bream spot's still going off. Speaking of which, we should go ahead and mark this.
Okay.
No more sounds. I didn't know we could disable them. That's awesome. Alright. This is like the midnight, halfway through the overnight time slowdown. As another one gets on. But you know what I mean? And then like at 4 a.m., all of a sudden they'll just start popping again. In fact, I think this spot is best between like 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. And I don't always think that about a bream spot, but it feels like half of our like plus 1 kilo breams come in a sort of narrow window sometimes. But that's a good money / XP grind there. Tench and bream together. And what I like about that tench spot is other fish are biting. I can't handle the tench spots where you're just like doing nothing for 2 or 3 hours and then a surge of them come. At least with maggots, at least you can catch 600-700 gram roaches all day. $24 silver for those roach. Ooh, trophy white. All right. Oh, we also have this one. So we're at 30 silver. Ooh, that's a nice tench order, by the way. If anybody has that. Let me tell people. And 55, so 80 something silver. Pretty short amount of time, not bad. All right, thank y'all for watching. I will see you next time.